this financial empire was really beginning to impinge on the party's ability to control banks, which is ultimately how they control the economy, is the flow of finance. And actually illustrated there were problems with that capital allocation. But that was just an uncomfortable truth. And Jack Ma's sort of famous speech in October 2020 was really sticking it to the regulators. So now there's, humility's in the air, but also don't forget, as you said, the economy is really the primary focus now. China's laboring under, huge problems of the property sector, local government debt, and they need that optimism to come back. They need consumers to get their mojo back. And rivalry is only increasing, so it's time to sort of get moving for this stuff.
So, yeah, that's an interesting thing about the nature of the economy itself. I mean, do you get a sense that the government is seriously worried about where they are in those terms, and that this meeting, very symbolic as it clearly is, might also be concrete in terms of support for this sector, of trying to encourage them, in fact, perhaps even with hard cash as a way of going forward?
Yes, they haven't yet got to the idea of sort of transferring cash to consumers. They just seem, this government seems to be not able to contemplate that. But anything they can do to at least encourage private sector entrepreneurs to have another go, innovate and not fear, frankly. I mean, some of these entrepreneurs had left the country. I mean, Jack Ma was more in Japan and elsewhere than in China. So I think now the idea is, look, stay, we'll give you your sandbox here in China, and maybe you can innovate, and consumers can start to get their confidence back, which they lost some of it during the zero COVID crackdown. But also the property crash has been, very detrimental to people's sense of optimism and faith in the future. And we have deflation as well. So lots of issues need to be solved. If they can, kickstart the entrepreneurs, and maybe they can kickstart the consumers again.
Or maybe